Uh, so please tell us something about yourself.
Yes, sir. So first of all, good evening. Uh, my name is Kashish. I'm 18 years old and I'm from Agra, Uttar Pradesh. I have done my schooling from St. Connor's Inter College and I have secured 92% in my 10th and 96.25% in my 12th. And I have also been a school captain in my year. I have also been interested in co-curricular activities related to speech and quizzes. And my hobbies include singing. I like to sing. I have also been painting a lot during these days. And I'm also interested in religious folklore, which I listen in lockdown. So I got interest into that sector. My short-term goals is to get a good job in a reputed company, and eventually I want to start my own startup, my business in a clothing line. So that's all about me.
Okay, that's nice to know. Nice to know. You said you want to start something in textiles. Why is it so?
So actually, I myself belong from a business background. My father deals in with clothes sector. He deals in with kurtis, dupattas, raw materials, suits. These are all his business. So at a very young age, I got into these things. I got interested in this sector, and eventually, I want to start my own clothing line. I've also thought one name for it with the initials like my name is Kashish, and so I want to name it as Cashmere because cashmere is a kind of a silk, so it is in a way related to clothing as well. It's found in Kashmir region, so I found it very interesting to start my own clothing line. So that's why I got into business. I got interested into this segment.
Okay, so have you followed your father's business to any extent? Have you been involved?
Yes, I really taught, like my father is not well educated, so I taught him about the promotion through social media and how he could improve it, how he could converse with his customers through groups and all forming on WhatsApp, through regular status updation on the stock which we fill up. So that's how I help my father in it.
Okay. Have you ever heard of Zardozi?
Yes, I've heard of it.
What is it?
So Zardozi is a kind of an art of embroidery which is done on suits majorly. It is also a famous form of Gota Patti, which is very famous in Uttar Pradesh as well. So it is mainly manufactured in Surat industries. It's very famous for it. So that's Zardozi.
What is special about Zardozi? I mean, this was a very generic answer. What is so special about Zardozi?
It's handicraft.
Most of the embroidery will be
Yes.
done by hands. Anyway, Kashish, how do you think our institute can help you in achieving your goals?
Yes, sir. So Symbiosis is in itself a brand value. It has that deemed university, and especially in the segment of business, it's a top business school. So when I researched about it, I got to know that it about the alumni success. I was impressed by it. In addition to that, the choice-based credit system approach which they follow to get a specialization in particular course really interests me, fascinates me. The global immersion plan program which they conduct semester wise also fascinated me. So I really think the Symbiosis will bring out the business trajectory which is in me, but I want to channelize it in the correct direction.
Okay, Kashish, you said that your father is not I mean, it can be said not trained in management as such. What is the biggest bottleneck that he has faced? What is the biggest problem that he has faced, and if you would have been able to help him?
So like my father is not able to handle accounts that well. So he has kept a person to handle those accounts. So sometimes I feel like that it would have been better if he would be a forefront, like on the seat. Like some people come and say that he's your father, right? So I say no, the one who is salesman, the one who is selling things, he is my father. He is not my father. So I really feel that if he would have, he's a brilliant person and all, but if he would have got a little bit on it, so that's how I feel that he lacks it.
All right. You were the school captain, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you please share your biggest failure as the school captain?
Yes, sir. So I was a school captain in 8th class. So yes, sir, I've changed two schools. Till
Okay.
8th, I was in one school, and then I changed the school. So when I was a school captain, there was this mess going around the whole uh, sports area. That children were ruining it, or they were not cleanliness. They were littering it in all in the lunch area. So I just went in there and told them not to do so. And they just told me that shut up and do your own work. So that's how I feel so insulted. I threw back to them and say, you know what, just look at this and now talk to me. They were not taking me that seriously. So that I really feel that I would have been I mean to say willed,
Assertive.
but yes, sir. So I complained to my teachers, and they called them in the office, and they told them to say sorry to me. And that's how when I felt that no, they shouldn't have got the chance to say sorry to me. I should have been that much more power, that much more effort I would have taken. So they would have not taken me as a chance. And so that's how I feel is my greatest failure. I have not put it that much effort while I was scolding them. So
You had a 4% improvement from class 10th. What
yes,
went
sir.
wrong in class 10th?
Sir, I feel like I was not that well focused on grammar structure. I've I was able to speak English, but not like I wasn't able to put in that verb first form, verb second form, participle. So that's where I got wrong. I haven't done much practice because we all think like essay, so we can do it. Whatever will come, we can do it. I didn't do much practice, but I learned from it. I did do much practice in 12th standard and improved from it. I got 96 in English and 85 in my 10th in English. So
Okay, so
that's how
that was one area of improvement.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any siblings?
Yes, sir, I do have. I have a little sister.
Okay. Which class is she in?
She has just come in 9th standard.
Okay. So if there's one advice you want to give her, what would it be?
So one thing I always told her that bring confidence in yourself. Like confidence is the biggest jewel you can wear upon you. Confidence comes with weight, but when it comes, it really uplifts your personality. So for confidence, I always try to cheer her up that go take participation, keep on doing something in your school apart from academics because it's really important for your own development purpose. So that's what I tell her usually.
Okay, Kashish, you said that she should be participating in more events in school. Did you participate in events?
Yes, sir, I do participated in events. I have been a part of a B World, a business world event, which has taken place in when I was in 9th standard. So I've been a part of it. I've also taken part in speech competitions. I've not been that interested in debates, but speech is kind of my sip of tea. And I have also taken participation in quizzes, and uh, that's all.
Okay,
I have also participated in singing competition and dancing as well.
Can you tell me two names of India's top quiz masters? Any quiz master you know?
No, sir, I don't have any idea about that.
Have you heard of Derek O'Brien or Siddharth Basu?
No, sir.
All right, not a problem, not a problem. Well, What is the plan if you don't get selected this year?
So I will focus more. I will try to get in any college which would offer me the course, but I will keep on preparing. I will keep on focusing on developing my skills. Whether it will be through online courses, I will join the online courses which will improve my skills. I will not feel failure for a second, but I will not take a step back, but come with 4 steps forward. So I will take it as a learning lesson. I will learn from my mistakes and come back when I will appear for SNAP for MBA.
All right. Tell us something about your city, Agra.
Yes, sir. So Agra is all the way famous for Taj Mahal. But apart from Taj Mahal, Agra is also famous for its petha industry in its sweet sector. It is also famous for its manufacturing and shoe sector. It has many industrial units. So Agra has a rich history with Mughals. But apart from Mughals, I'm very proud that it comes in the Braj area of Mathura, which also has a religious history. So Agra is quite good when it comes to history and all, but it still needs that infrastructure development.
What about the water? Has it improved over time? Agra water was really saline.
No, sir, it has not improved. It is still the way it was. Yes, there were reports like there were Ganga water coming, but we don't feel like it is really Ganga.
Okay. So Kashish, which has been your favorite subject back in school?
My favorite subject, initially it was literature. Then it came to history. And eventually when it came to my career, I chose commerce.
All right. So should I assume that you did not understand much of science? You don't have analytical bent of mind?
I was good in science, but I did not find much fascination in that subject. So I didn't opt for it.
Could you explain me the phenomenon of refraction?
Yes, the refraction is a light phenomena. Like when rays of light went into water, they react in a different way. Like the object which is in water appears to be in closer form rather than it is in actual position. So that's what refraction is.
Could you just simplify it more for the simplification?
So
if you were to draw a diagram explaining refraction to somebody, how would it be?
I would take a help of a lens. The way the object is placed in one lens, the rays come in and how it is refracted in an opposite direction. That is called the phenomenon of reflection.
I'm sorry, but I think in refraction, it goes through the prism. It doesn't reflect back. That is reflection, what you just talked about. I was asking about refraction.
Okay, sir. So then, sir, the lens is there, and the rays come over here, and they reflect through it in the enclosure. And same is the way, and the image is formed beside the mirror.
Okay. Do you pursue any hobbies?
Yes, I do sing. I do listen to the podcast. I do dance. So there are some of my hobbies.
Have they ever helped you in any way?
Sorry, sir?
Have they helped you in any way?
Yes, sir. Singing helped me a lot. I was kind of an introvert person initially, but now I gel up easily. I am more amiable. So singing helped me to come up on the stage and sing. I sing on stage when I joined the new school which I went into. So my music teacher really appreciated me and pushed me to do singing. So I really think singing helped me a lot to come in forward, to boost up my confidence, to accept the society, to accept the friends which I have, and I am really thankful to him that he helped me to bring out singing as my hobby.
So do you intend to train yourself further in singing?
If conditions are in favor, I would love to.
And what conditions do you require for that?
So like For online course, I'm not that confident, and in my area, I do not have that singing lesson lectures going on. So if I come to a city where these kind of are common, so I would love to pursue it.
Okay, what is vibrato?
Sorry, sir.
What is vibrato?
It's kind of a guitar string vibration.
In terms of singing, can we associate it there also?
Yes, sir. It's kind of a vocal cord, I guess.
Okay. So you are apparently untrained.
Yes, sir. I am not trained. I just do it as a hobby.
Okay. How do you think you can contribute to the campus of Symbiosis?
So I think that apart from being good in academics, I will give my involvement in clubs which are formed in Symbiosis. I would love to join and see how this whole process works of club teamwork, team spirit. I will bring that leadership skill which I learned from the school captain job which I did in school. I would love to bring that work ethic which I think I have with the consistency I put in my work in my 12th standard. So I will prove to be a great asset to the organization, to the institution, and help the institution to grow with my own growth.
Now, do you have any understanding of what happened in Sri Lanka over the last 2-3 months?
Yes, sir.
So
the whole Sri Lanka crisis, which it started like I first listened about it when there was a news that there is no paper and there are no exams in Sri Lanka going on. So that's how I got about the news. So it initially started out as a kind of a slow wave, but it grew eventually into a sudden tsunami. The whole petrol crisis it has, and the recent Russia-Ukraine war also impacted over there because tourism was all dumped and the whole oil hike prices over there. There was no petrol for the people. The exports imports, the whole scenario was all about them. The foreign exchange reverse went down. There were no foreign exchange reserve in there. So that was the whole scenario. And there was one article which I was reading about subsidies. So the former government gave excessive subsidies to get the control over the country. So there the problem arises. They emptied the whole treasury on subsidies and all, and didn't thought about the coming future, the coming issues that they will face from it.
Do you think some states in India who are giving subsidies or free ration, are we going to face the same dangers?
Yes, I do feel that the subsidies whole scenario is not going to work in long-term basis. And there should be subsidies, but not these much like in Delhi. They just freed the whole water supply system, the whole bus fare system, the electricity system. So that become excessive because money is not building on its own. You have to earn it. Like the taxes which the people are paying, it's just going in vain. So I just feel that subsidies should be there, but there should be a restriction on it.
All right. Coming back to textiles, what is your take on Bangladesh textile industry?
So it's really flourishing. The textile industry over there, the way they have taken the second-hand goods manufacturing, the second copy manufacturing over there. So in a way, it has formed its own units, the own industry. There is nothing bad in it. They just take it as an opportunity. The whole setting up of units in Bangladesh, they cost cheaper in there. So they took it as a real advantage.
Okay. All right, Kashish. Any question you want to ask us?
Yes, sir. I read about that global immersion program on the website. So I want to know in little detail about it.
All right, Kashish. Thank you.